It is a cold January here in London, but both our Andys are keeping us warm as the debate heats up. On to our next topic, long form or single screen. Should consumers see all the information at once on a dashboard, or as we've seen with some of our ironviz feeders, should we use more space and have them scroll? First up, it's Andy C with long form.
That's right, thank you, Archana. Okay, there is space for single screen, fit everything on a single screen, but I think we have been shackled with that expectation by 10, 20 years of following Stephen Few's rigid definitions of what a dashboard should be. Oh, everything should be on a single screen viewed at a glance. No, 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 no. The world has changed. This is how we consume the world now. Through this thing, where a scroll action with a thumb is just absolutely natural. It creates an instantaneous reaction, a sense of time, a sense of flow. And as our executives and our consumers consume more and more information on mobile, we can't fit a single screen dashboard on this thing. Here's an example. This is a dashboard I use to track how far I've run and walked each year. And it's got information for the current year at the top and historical information from Strava at the bottom. That would not work on a single screen in a cell phone display. So as we move ever forward with the mobile revolution, we need to escape the shackles of single screen visualizations and go long form.
Well, what a glorious call to arms that was.
That indeed.
But as usual, misplaced, blinkered, lots of other words.
Thanks, Andy.
You're welcome. So, my argument for the single screen is not device dependent, because yes, mobiles are proliferating all access to lots of different works, but that also denies access to some people reaching these pieces. But I think that the biggest issue is about the focus, or their lack of, that a unlimited space gives people, because it creates laziness. It makes you avoid committing. This work is a vertical journey. You visit the browser from the Washington Post, and the idea is that you are taking up this climb, this imagined vertical climb to reach the summit of Everest. Now, don't get me wrong, I like it. It works very well in the browser. It takes you on a journey, you scroll, 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 or actually you scroll up, 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 you climb the mountain, there's lots of things to see, and then eventually you get to it and you're a bit breathless because of all the scrolling, your fingers got a little bit of cramp at the join, but you get there eventually. Now, I don't dislike that experience. I prefer, however, the print version. Now, of course, this is not a dashboard, but the concept survives. The print version is limited in its space. And so when we have limitations and we're trying to create things, that's where innovation takes place. The innovation in this case is to take the construct of a spiral journey to utilise and optimise all the space in this particular page, and then you as a reader can choose any point of that journey to dive into, to zoom in, to zoom out. It's a printed output, so you can pick it up and move it around and look at different angles of this journey. It is therefore, you are seeing everything. You can choose what to see, you can choose how long to see it. Whereas the previous version, you are forced to go on that long journey upwards. It's not bad, it's not the best. This is the best version. Long form is cheating.
Cheating? Cheating? I take issue with the argument about it not being creative. You take the animated version of the Everest, that is creation. You create a sense of movement, an experience of ascending the biggest mountain in the world.
Innovative.
Yep. What's innovative and creative? Taking that form factor and thinking, how can we create an experience that users will enjoy? And yeah, you know, if you're going to print it out, clearly it's a single screen. I'll concede. There's space for single screens.
Oh, he's conceded.
I'll concede an aspect of the argument.
Small aspect.
Yeah, but I think a large amount of our consumption of data and consumption of information is done on mobile. So therefore we should embrace the form factor.
But in that mobile example you gave, a lot of that content is just because it's available. Why not include it? Just include it. Because somebody might be interested in that. Just throw it all in. We don't care about editorially really kind of harnessing what's important. Let's just add more and more because there's no boundaries. So we can carry on scrolling forever and ever and ever.
I could say with this example on the screen here, we've got very small letters and they have kind of thrown the kitchen sink at it. And they did need to curve things around. So you could argue that throwing too much on the sink, yeah, I can't read that close anymore.
Well, what can we say about that?
I know.
All I can tell you, it's a great piece. So
it is.
Yeah.
On that we agree.
I think there's one more thing you guys would agree on, because the last dashboard I designed was actually wide form.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Sorry.
What were you doing there? What was the reason for that?
For me, it was a section that was the traditional single screen dashboard, and then you swipe across to see a story that I wanted to tell. Yeah.
Maybe there is
I like to throw curveballs in there.
Nice. I like it.
Maybe I'll withdraw my first part.
Yeah.
But again, this time we only have 2 options. We haven't put my third one in there for you guys to vote on. But if you want to vote for mine, get involved in the conversation on Twitter with #DataVizDebate. But if one of the Andys is your favorite, then go ahead and vote below.